this.
So when everybody met you last year, most folks didn't know about you, they hadn't heard of you. Yeah. And now here you are, a contender for the presidency. So the results in Iowa are somehow still coming in. You know, it could be next...
I hope it arrives by carrier pigeon.
It could be a while, but it's you and Bernie apparently neck and neck for the top spot, and we saw you get emotional in the clip from Iowa. So, what does all this mean to you really right now? Are you resting on laurels? Are you up and running? Is it energized you? What's happening?
Well, it's momentum. You know, it brings us into the next contest in New Hampshire with just a tremendous amount of momentum because we were able to show, not just in the fact that we reached this position, but how we did it. That we're putting together a kind of politics that's about addition. It's about welcoming people in. If you look at the numbers, even as they're getting through that muddle of finalizing it, we already can see that we were able to succeed in rural areas, urban areas, suburban areas. We did well with older voters, younger voters. I'm especially proud that we led with women, according to the data going in. So, you know, we are putting together not only the campaign that we're trying to earn the nomination with, but the one that will have to go on and defeat Donald Trump. And we had an opportunity to demonstrate that. The first part of the process of proving it was Iowa. And to think back, you know, I was just remembering the first time I came on this show a year ago. The polar vortex was going on. I think...
on the show?
No, very warm in here. But we started this thing with a team of 4 on the exploratory
People couldn't
committee.
pronounce your name.
People couldn't say my name. I think that's still a challenge for some folks.
A little bit.
People couldn't say my name. You know, I'm not a millionaire. I didn't have any personal money to put into this. Not a senator, so I didn't have a big PAC going for me either. We had to build this thing piece by piece by piece. And it was everything from hundreds of thousands of folks going on pforamerica.com and chipping in a little bit to people just having an open mind when I appeared in the diners and the backyards across the state. And to now be at this point is, I think, an extraordinary validation of our message, that the time has come to turn the page, face the future, and build a better politics for this country before it's too late.
Before it's too late. They like you. The first time you were on our show, Joy asked you, I believe, if America was ready for a gay president, and I loved what you said. You said, there's only one way to find out. Maybe I'm naive. I just don't think it's a big deal for so many people, especially we're in 2020. Come on. But one of your precinct captains in Iowa came across one voter who apparently feels a little differently. Take a look at this.
So are you saying that he has a same-sex partner? He? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah, he's married to him, yes. You need to find out if that's serious. Well, then I don't want anybody like that in the White House. So can I have my card back? I don't know.
Should it matter if it's a woman or if it's a man or if they're heterosexual or homosexual if you believe in what they say? That's my question.
It all just went right down the toilet, is where it all just went.
So she had voted for you, and then she finds out that detail, and it's a deal breaker for her.
Had she never seen him before?
She didn't get the memo, I guess.
I don't know.
You were Time magazine
with your husband, with your lovely husband.
She doesn't read Time magazine.
Yeah.
Well, does she read anything? I mean,
but what was fascinating to me in watching that clip is she saw you, she loved your message, voted for you, and then finds that out, and
she came, she saw, she freaked out.
And then she freaks out. So what do you say to her and voters who feel the way that she does?
Well, what I want her to know is that I'm running to be her president, too. Of course, I wish she was able to see that my love is the same as her love for those that she cares about, that my marriage means as much to me as hers if she's married. But if she can't see that, and even if because she can't see that, she won't vote for me, I am still, if I am elected president, going to get up in the morning and try to make the best decisions for her and the people that she loves, as I will work to serve every American, whether they supported me or not.
Mayor Pete, it's about religion with a lot of people. It's not that they just think you're gay and so it's a deal breaker. They think it says this in the Bible, say, and that's what the thing to overcome. How are you going to overcome religious, I call it religious bigotry, but maybe, they don't see it that way.
Look, we all come at faith in a different way. This is a country that belongs to people of every religion and of no religion. But I've been very open about my faith because I want to remind people that you don't have to vote a certain way because of your faith. And if your faith guides you, I think at a time like this, what about I was hungry and you fed me? What about I was a stranger and you welcomed me? What about seeking leaders who walk in the way of humility and decency? Does your faith have anything to say about that?